I know technology is sometimes kind of glitchy on both on my end and yours as well. Okay, so here we go. Good morning, everyone. Um, okay, Joanne's with us too. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Cardio Strength for Endurance. And for those of you that are joining class later on YouTube, we 4 days ago lost a beloved member of our community. So we are celebrating her by starting class today with what is known as the Breath of Joy. And I'm going to call that the Breath of Joyce moving forward. It was something that she absolutely loved doing. It's similar to some of the lymphatic warm-up movements that we've been doing, specifically the body wave. So I just want you to stand with your feet about hips distance apart. And for the Breath of Joyce, we take an inhale as the arms come forward. We take another inhale as the arms sweep out. We take a third inhale as the arms come up. And then we exhale. And I'd like your arms to go back behind you to open up your chest. So it's 3 small inhales. 1, 2, 3, and exhale out. Let's just do a couple more of these, and I'm going to give you some more movements to add to these. Okay, now I'd like you to add a toe raise or a heel lift on the third inhale. So we breathe in, raise up on your toes, and then exhale, squat. Breathe in, raise up, breathe in, breathe out. Now for today, I want to do this nice and slow, just really kind of meditative. In yoga breathing, the breath of joy or breath of Joyce starts to pick up the pace and we go really fast toward the end. But today I just want to keep this nice and steady and smooth. Our inhales are through the nose and we exhale through the mouth. Now we're checking in with the shoulders to see how the joints are feeling as we're warming up. Maybe the knees and the hips, the lower back, the ankles. And let's do 2 more. Breathe in, raise up, balance, and breathe out. 1 more. Let's stay in our squat. Bring hands here. Start your lymphatic rotation side to side. So today we'll do a few of our lymphatic warm-up movements. And then in honor of Joyce, I'll put in some Tai Chi today, and I will be from time to time in our classes. She loved the Tai Chi. Let's do 4 more each direction. Good. 2 more. And 1. Come up, bring the hands forward. We'll open out, close together. And then as you close the hands, start to add a knee raise up and up. And right off the bat, my balance is feeling a little wobbly today. I wonder if, to some degree, our emotions have some play in the way our body is responding. I've kind of felt that a little bit throughout the last few days. And I think that could be true to some degree. Now, the arms can stay in front or we can go up, continuing with our knee raises. So this month we're working on endurance. We'll start to get the heart rate up here in a bit with some steady cardio for at least 10 to 12 minutes. And then we're working lighter resistance, more repetitions for our strength training to build muscular endurance. 1 more each leg. Great job. Take those feet nice and wide. Our last one for our lymphatic warm-up will be the golf swing. So we reach up and we reach up. Then you can add a little bit of a toe raise and a knee bend to the side. You can move your head up with you or keep it steady. Moving our spine through a little bit of lateral flexion. We moved it through rotation. A little bit of hip flexion with the knee raises, just really getting the body warm and ready for the workout ahead. Getting blood to the capillaries. Heart rate start to elevate, the respiratory rate. 4 more each side. You're moving through your comfortable range of motion. 1 more each side. Great job. Step the feet back together. Step your left foot straight back. Push your heel down to the floor. Stretch your calf muscle. Just take your arms up in front. Close the elbows and open. A little bit of chest expansion. And then let's lift up and down off of that back heel. So as we close, the heel raises and then we press it down. Now you can decide, where do you like to put the breath? Do you like to inhale as your chest expands? Or do you like to exhale in that position? Both breath patterns are fine. Maybe try some of each and see what feels best in your body. 2 more. And 1. Let's hold that calf stretch. Bring right hand to hip. Take the left arm over into that side stretch. Open up the side waist and the hip flexor. Some generous breaths. Great job. All right, let's step this back foot in a little bit to shift your body weight back on that leg. And we'll tap the front toe up and down. And as we lift and lower the foot, push, push, push. Kind of imagining some resistance underneath the palms of your hands. You're flexing your wrists. Lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take this foot, rotate it out and back across, right from the hip joint. Take the arms with you, side to side. 8, 7, 6. Back knee is bent a little bit. 5. Picking up the toe. 4, 3, 2. I'm feeling that in the shin. 1. Then bring the toe up. Hold it here and just hinge forward a little bit to give yourself a stretch down the back of the leg. Okay, let's repeat all of that to the other side. Bring yourself up. Left foot is in front, right foot is in back. Your feet are parallel, pressing that heel down. Now this time we're going to bring the hands here across the abdomen, rotate out and across. And I'm switching the hand that's on top each time. This is a movement for the rotator cuff. And then we'll lift off that back heel. We'll open out, lift and lower, lift and lower. So it's a nice active stretch in that back leg for the calf. Whoop, losing my balance here. The Achilles tendon. And you're just rotating in the shoulders to a very comfortable range of motion. So you might not have the range here that I'm demonstrating. Just do what you have in your body that's comfortable. Good, let's do 2 more. And 1. Hold that heel down, bring your left hand to your hip, take the right arm and stretch over. Great job. I like being able to see my alignment in the camera because my knee has a tendency to want to do this. So make sure that's in a nice alignment, center of the foot. All right, great job. Let's step that back foot about halfway in to shift your body weight back on that foot, and we'll lift the toe up, 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 and inhale, exhale, push. Good. Now, if you want, you can push this on a different angle. We don't have to do it the same way we did last time. So kind of play maybe with the range that you're pressing the arms out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Take your toe, rotate out, across. Take the arms with you, and across. My mat's getting all messed up here. And we'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Are you feeling ready for the cardio? 2, and 1, and rest. Okay, I'd like you to take a second to get a drink of water. I'm going to turn my timer on so I can see how long our cardio session is running. And your option today is to use your ball in the cardio for just a little bit of hand agility, a little bit of mind-body work. If you don't have one, you can kind of just roll up a hand towel and put a rubber band around it or something so you have something you can hold on to and be able to squeeze with one hand. Or you don't have to use that at all. That's fine as well. Okay, so let's bring the ball in the center of the chest. Start to march in place. Now I do have some tempo. I have some music running in the background. It's at 126 beats a minute. That might be just fine for you. You might like to go a little faster or a little slower. So you be the guide here with your tempo. Now I'm pushing into the ball to activate my chest muscles. Pull your shoulders back. I want you to stand with really good posture. Nice job. So we're here, 15 seconds marching. Pick up those knees. A little bit of impact helps with our bone density. Good. Now take the ball in your right hand only. So you're going to squeeze it and hold it in the right hand. We're going to march out, in, out, in. Then we go out, in with the hands. Now, the more you bend your knees when you do this, the more you're working those big muscle groups, getting your heart rate up. Now, obviously, you can do this without the ball, but I'm using my finger strength, activating the hands, muscles of the hands and fingers. And I have to keep my mind on what I'm doing when I'm talking. Let's do 10 more seconds here. Good. All right, let's come back to your march in place. Press into the ball. Pick up your knees. Take the ball in the left hand. Squeeze it. Starting with your left foot. Out, out, in, wide, narrow. Good. Now you can always do just the legs. And if your body gets a little bit confused on what you're doing, that's okay, as long as you're still moving. That's what it's about. Moving the body, using the mind, putting it all together, getting the heart rate up. Let's get 15 seconds here. Nice job. Now my plan is to go through this 12 minutes of cardio without stopping. But I want you to do what you need to do. If you need to take a break, grab a drink of water, slow it down, do what you need to do. Let's come back to your march. Press into the ball. Good. Activate your chest muscles and your triceps. Pick up the knees. Now we'll change the movement with the feet. Tap your toes to the side, right, left. Good. Now what we're going to do is a wood chop. So the arm goes down, up, down, up. You can do this with straight arms. You can do it with bent elbows. You're adding some rotation through the spine. Wood chop. Now watch those shoulders. Make sure everything feels okay as you lift those arms up. Keep it in a comfortable range. 15 seconds on your wood chop. Great job. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, hands just to the center. Same thing with those feet. Now we have to reverse our wood chop. So the other foot, let me remember what I did here. Down, up. Yes, I was down off to the right side and I was up off to the left. Great job. Now I am squeezing in on the ball right between the palms of my hands. When I'm doing this, still getting a little arm activation. Nice job. Now, I don't know about you, but I can really feel my core working here. So I'm rotating side to side in that wood chop. 15 seconds. Good job. Breathe in 5, 4, 3, 2, back to hands at the center of the chest. Now take these toe taps straight back behind you. Back, back, back. Good. So with the leg movements, we'll press the ball forward once and up on the other foot. So we go forward, up, forward, up. If you want to stay just with forward, that's fine. Good. Forward, up. Now I'm feeling that music tempo pretty fast for this. If you want to make it small range of motion so you can keep up that pace or slow it down. This is good too. 15 seconds, everybody. Great job. Now I want you to remember which of your legs is back when you're pushing forward, because we've got to do it the other way. So it's the left side for me. Good. Now keep the hands in here. So now when I do the right side leg, I'm going to push forward whenever you're ready to start. So we're doing the reverse. I feel the heart rate definitely up. Probably high end of zone 2. We're looking to be in that cardiovascular endurance zone. So some signs that you're there. You should be able to talk to someone like I am, but it should be hard to sing a song. So we used to do that with our personal training clients, and we try to have them sing Mary Had a Little Lamb. So Mary had a little lamb. You shouldn't be able to sing more than about 5 words without taking a breath. Okay, couple more, everybody. Back to your march. March in place. Good job. Okay, next movement with the legs. We'll step to the right, then step to the left. Right, left. Now, we did this one last week, and Joyce was in our workout with us last time we had her in class. So it's kind of a quick switch of your hands. So you're going to push and change hands. Good. So it's a quick hand change. And I'm squeezing the ball with my fingers each time I switch. I'm rotating through my waist. We're at 8.5 minutes in our cardio. So we have under 4 minutes to go. Good. Let's do 15 more seconds of this calisthenic. reach it across. Good job. Maybe you're checking your rating of perceived exertion. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard are you working? Let's bring the hands back to the middle. Good. Now let's bring up wide knees. So step wide, wide, wide. Press into that ball. Each time you lift your knee, rotate, opposite elbow toward the knee. Good. So nice rotation of the spine. You don't have to lift your knees up high to do this, right? You can just do a small knee lift. I want to make sure you don't bend over and try to get your elbow down by leaning over. Keep your heart up above your hips and your head above your heart. Rotate. 15 seconds. That'll bring us up to the 10-minute mark. Good job. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to the center, squat, and up. So what I like to do with this one, hold the ball in your right hand, sweep back, then change hands. So a form of the body wave, then raise up on your toes. Now you can change right in here if it bothers your shoulders to reach above your head. Good job. You're picking the depth of your squat here. Nice. Breathe. We're going to do a few more of these for Joyce today. Good job. Make sure you're breathing nice and steady. 10 seconds here on these will bring us up to the 11-minute mark. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the chest. Do hamstring curls. Little butt kicks to the back. Nice. Now really press into the ball. On this last movement of our cardio, I want you to pick something to do with your arms rather than me telling you to do something. So use your own creativity and do some arm work. Good. Pick anything you want. I kind of like these hand changes. I feel like it's really good for my fingers, my dexterity. You guys, we have 30 seconds to go, so stay with what you're doing. 30 seconds. It's going to bring us over the 12-minute mark for cardiovascular endurance. Good job, good job. 10 seconds to go. Give me all you got. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to an easy march in place. So if this bothers your shoulders, I want you to pick something different to do. But we're going to take the ball, bring it behind the back and around our body. So I know we have some folks in class that have some deltoid and rotator cuff issues. If this hurts you, just go out a little bit and switch here maybe instead or around. Good. So just 5 more this direction, then we'll switch. 5, 4, keep your legs moving. 3, 2, 1. Now go the other way, around behind you and in front. If you want to change what your legs are doing, that's fine. Maybe you walk forward and walk back. Just as long as you're still moving your body as we're trying to bring the heart rate down a little bit. Not all the way down, but just out of that peak zone that you were in with the cardio. Let's go around 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, drink time. Set your ball down. Grab a drink. Maybe check your heart rate. Hopefully it's come down from where it was in the cardio, but probably still in zone 2. Okay, I'm going to bring my chair out to the center. So we're going to be using this for a bit. I have a pair of 3-pounders and a pair of 5s, just for reference for you guys. So you can decide what you would like to hold on to. Come to the front edge of your chair. Bring your weights or no weights, or you could use your ball to the center of the chest. And we're going to stand up and sit down. So my goal is to do 10 reps for each of the sets we do. If you need to guide yourself back in the chair for balance, just set your weights back and then use your hands behind you. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sit all the way down in the chair. You're at the front edge. You're going to lean back and sit forward. So this is like doing an abdominal crunch. I'll turn sideways a little bit. So I'm going back and sitting up. Now the weights at my chest is giving me more workload. So you can set those down, absolutely. I have to tell you guys, and thank you, Chris, for mentioning that you did the class on Friday, the Mind Body Blend class, because it inspired me to go do it myself, and my abs are sore this morning. So that Friday class from last week really got my abs. I feel this. Okay, take a break. Take your feet wide this time, still sitting on the edge of the chair. Bring the weights here. We're going to stand up and raise our heels off the floor and sit down. Stand up, lift, and sit down. So I have my 5-pounders. So I've got 10 pounds of extra workload here for this. 5, 6, 7, we're going to 10, 8, 9, and 10. Have a seat. Now take both weights in your right hand if this feels okay for you. We're going to do what's called a concentration curl. So we put our elbow right in our inner thigh here so we can't move our arm. We're going to curl up. If both weights is too heavy, just take one out and do it with a single weight. How about 15 on this? 5, let's go for it. 6, working muscular endurance. 7. If it starts getting too heavy, take the weight out and continue. 8, 9, that's called drop setting. 10, 5 more. Good. 4, 3, it's challenging to hold on to both weights in one hand. 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, second set of the wide leg. I'm going to give you an option to lift your arms up a little bit. So we'll stand up, raise up on the toes, and press the weights up. It's just an option. You don't have to do that. That gives you a little bit more strength training here. 3. Those knees should be tracking over the middle of the center of the toes. 5 more of these. Go at your own pace. 4. Up 3. Up 2. And 1. Okay, 1 or both weights in the left hand. Bring that elbow right in here for your concentration curl. 15. Control it coming down. That's your negative. 3. This takes the shoulder out of assisting you with this movement. So your bicep does everything. 5 more. No, 10 more. 9, 8. Good. Control. 7. Do that drop set if you need. 6. I'm going to drop one weight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on up. Bring your feet back in. Take your right foot slightly in front of your left with your left toe back. Your heel is up. And I want you to try to stand up out of the chair and sit back down. Good. Stand up and sit down. So once you have this, if you'd like to add arms, bring your arms by your side and lift and lower. Good. 8, 7. This is our split stance squat. 6. You can do it without weight. 5. We're focusing a little bit more on the front leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit down. Good. We're going to work the triceps here by bringing the arms back behind us, straightening the arms up. Good. Now, if this is not comfortable for your shoulders, you can work the triceps this way. Lean forward and do a kickback. Good job. 8, 7, 6. Resting those legs so we can go back for our next set. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Okay, change the configuration of your feet. Left foot in front. Make sure your feet are about parallel, hips distance apart. And we'll stand up and sit back down. Now try not to flop down in the chair. Control it. That's sometimes hard. And then if you want, you can add your arms reaching forward or maybe a bicep curl. If that's easier on your shoulders for you, do some curls. Good. Let's get 7 more. Up. We're getting a few more than 10 on these split stance squats. 5, 4. We've got a drink break coming up. 3, 2, and 1, and come down. Great. Let's set our weights to the floor. We're just going to do one set of those triceps. Grab yourself a drink. So I was using my 5-pounder. For the next exercise, I think I'm going to go down a little bit more. It's called a reverse fly. So you're going to have one weight in your right hand. So I'm going to grab my 3. So what we're going to do is come here and just set our hand lightly on the chair. Let this arm hang down, not over here, but slightly below the level of your shoulder here. And open your arm out to the side and down. Now you can bend your elbow any amount to make this work for you. And we can also do this in standing bird dog. So your left leg would go back, and then we lift that arm out. So let's get 10 more. Getting the upper back and the back of the shoulder. 8, 7. If you want to make it more challenging, don't come down all the way. 6, maybe right in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you're okay to stay in bird dog, stay here. Bring your elbow up. Let's do some tricep kickbacks here. 15. If you need to put this foot down, it can come down. 3, 4. You can add a little rotation in your forearm, turning your palm toward the ceiling. 7, 8, 7, 6. Scoop your abs in. 5, 4. How's the sweat meter, guys? 3. I feel like I've got a sweat bead on my nose. 2, and 1, and come up. Good. All right, let's switch sides. So your weight is in your left hand. Right hand comes to the chair. I'm going to turn this way so my arm can go out to the side. I'm going to have a little bit more room here. So we're going to open that arm for the reverse fly. And then if we're doing bird dog, our right leg goes back. The goal is about 15 of these. Make sure your hips are level. Your shoulders are level. Your head is in neutral. And your back leg should be nice and strong, firing your glute. 6 more. 5. I have a little bend in my standing knee. 3, 2, and 1. If you're okay to stay here in bird dog, bring your elbow up, straighten the arm, and bend for a tricep kickback. Now try not to put all your body weight on your hand on the chair. Maybe come up to the tips of your fingers. So you're really working balance. Exhale as the arm straightens. We have 8 more reps. Good job. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that foot down. Set your weight down. Come up. Shake it all out. Have a seat in your chair for a hip stretch. So the leg we stood on needs a little bit of stretching. You can decide which leg you want to start with. Cross the ankle up and then bring your body forward and stretch. Take some deep breaths here. See how we're doing on time? Oh, looking good, looking good. Okay, we're going to stay in this cross-leg position, but sit back up. Reach your opposite hand across to the knee and twist. Look way behind you over the shoulder. Really sitting tall with a nice long spine. Okay, great job. Come back to the center. Let's switch the leg that's crossed. And I'm sitting toward the edge of the chair. That seems to work best for me. Lean over any amount until you feel that little stretch beginning there. Maybe do another rating of perceived exertion. See how your heart rate has come down. Mine was in the 120s and I'm down to 88. So that shows that it's recovering pretty well. Okay, let's stay in this cross-leg position. Sit back up, reach across, and twist. Let's find a nice range of motion in your neck. So really move the chin over that back shoulder. And I'm kind of anchoring this hand here, but you don't need to do that. That's fine. You can have it here wherever you feel more comfortable. Okay, our last stretch in the chair is seated happy baby. So what we're going to do is take our legs pretty wide, and again, you're toward the end of the chair, and we're going to start to reach down through the middle. You might need to have your hands here to help you if you're feeling any stress in your lower back. But if you feel pretty comfortable, take it down and really stretch. So happy baby is usually done laying on our backs, and we have our knees up toward our armpits. We're holding on to the feet, and we can rock a little side to side. So this is a nice seated version. It allows gravity to help pull our body weight forward down into the earth. All right, let's come back up. Great. We'll be taking some time to go down onto the mat. I'm seeing a little notification on my computer. Just want to make sure that is. I think it's okay. Want to make sure it wasn't somebody writing me a note. Okay, so I'm going to bring my chair out of the way. We're going down to the mat and taking our hand weights with us. I'm going to take my 5s because the muscle work we're doing is pretty strong muscle work. And we'll come all the way down to our backs with that weight. Don't need my music there anymore. So we're going to do an exercise called the pullover. So what I want you to do is glue your hand weights tight together with a little bit of bend in your elbows. And you're starting with the weights kind of right over your chest or more toward your face. And then we're going to let the weights come over the forehead toward the floor and pull up. So I just want you to do a few of these to make sure this is going to be okay. For those of you like Chris that did the Friday class this past week, I think that was some of these that got my abs, because I want you to notice when your arms go up, your back wants to arch. So I want you to push your back down into the floor when you're doing this pullover and feel your abs really working. Good. Now what we can add to this, as the arms are coming back toward your chest, push into your feet and lift your hips up and do a bridge. So the hips go down, the arms go over, and then we lift the hips up into bridge. I want you to put your inhale when the weights are going above the head and your exhale when your hips are lifting up to bridge. You'll also feel some work in your triceps, but this upper body exercise called the pullover is a lat exercise, lat pullover, latissimus dorsi. Let's do 3 more like this. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, relax for a moment. Now you can keep your feet on the floor if you have lower back issues. And I just want you to take one foot off and extend your leg out, put it down, and then take the other leg out and put it down. So folks with low back issues, one foot will be on the floor at all times. Your next option is to have your feet in tabletop. Take one leg out, bring it in. So a little bit more challenging on your lower back. Now, if you'd like to add the pullover, as the leg goes out, the arms reach and we bring it back in. Let's do 10 of these or 5 on each leg. Inhale as everything goes long. Exhale as the knee comes back in toward the chest. Breathe. 5 more. Good. 4 and 3. A lot of muscle endurance here with these pullovers. 2 and 1. Relax your feet down. We'll do one more option with the pullover, adding an abdominal crunch. So when you bring your arms here, and if your weights are getting too heavy, what you can do is set one down and you can hold on to the outside edges just of one weight, and it makes it a little bit more doable. So we'll go over the head for your pullover, and then as you come up, lift your head and shoulder blades up and do a crunch. Pull over to a crunch. Next option, pull one knee in, set the foot down, other knee in. So that's going to be the option for protecting your lower back. Another option, legs go into table, one leg out and in. And then I'm going to give you the final option only if it feels okay for your back. Both legs can go out a little and come in. Good job. Just a few more. 5 and 4. Now, really muscle endurance here. So if you're running out of gas, do what you can. 2 and 1. Relax, set your feet down, set your weight down. Take a nice full body stretch. So reach your hands above your head and your legs long and really stretch. Just like one of those first thing in the morning stretches where you're really lengthening everything out. And I'm feeling those abs from yesterday right now. Okay, let's do a nice hamstring stretch here so we can bring one knee into the chest first, kind of hug it in. This is a nice stretch for lower back. It's very therapeutic. And then just begin to straighten that leg until your hamstring says, oh, that's kind of where I want to stop. So don't force it to go any further. But you might be able to straighten your leg more if your knee isn't really close to your chest. So you might be able to back your knee away from your chest and get your leg a little straighter. So decide where you want this stretch to be. And then let's do some ankle pumps, point and flex. Your bottom knee can also be bent with your foot on the floor, or you can set your leg up on a chair. That is really helpful for the low back here in this stretch. 5 more ankle pumps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, let's switch legs. So the right leg goes out long, the left knee comes up to the chest. Just hold this knee stretch, wind relieving pose. And if it feels better for you, you could do your ankle pumps right here rather than straightening your leg. You decide. Or we can start to unfold that leg any amount to stretch the hamstring, come to a comfortable edge, and ankle pumps, just about 15. This helps to activate sometimes called the second heart, which is the muscle pump in the legs that helps to send blood back toward the heart, venous return. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we can use this leg to help us roll up, or you can roll over to your side and then bring yourself up. Let's come all the way up to our feet, any way that's comfortable for you to come all the way up to stand. Great job. All right, we want good posture here. So shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over the feet. We'll bring that right arm up and then try to reach it behind your neck like you're going to grab a zipper and zip up the zipper here. You can use this hand to push that arm gently back a little bit more, or you can reach the elbow and pull it back a little more. You can hold on to a yoga strap if you'd like for this. This is our back scratch stretch. Then this hand, we turn the thumb down and we try to reach the hand to come as closely as we can to the fingers of the other hand. If you have that really good flexibility in your shoulders, you might be able to touch or to bind your fingers. If not, that's okay. Just take it to a comfortable edge. And then we can take a little side stretch over to the left side. You'll feel that stretch deepen in the upper arm especially. Great job. Now, if you're feeling shoulder pain in one or both arms, please choose something different. Modify this in a way you can get a nice stretch without feeling any discomfort. Okay, let's come on up. Unwrap the bottom arm carefully, and then the top arm. And just pause for a moment, noticing what you're feeling. I feel like my body's still leaning to the side. So now our left arm comes up. We try to reach it back behind the head. We can press it from the front. We can pull it from the back. Option to have your yoga strap. And then we reach the other thumb down and try to put the hand behind the back. Now, this might be all you can do is just hand on your hip. That would be okay too, because there's a lot of tension here in this shoulder as we reach back behind us. Good. And then option to side bend. So those of you in my group that do social dancing, now this hand behind the back for the follower is sometimes called the hammer lock. And it's something that the lead is taught to be very careful when they put the follower's hand into that position. It can be straining on the shoulder. And they're also taught that when you come out of it, you bring the arm down first. So when we come up, this bottom arm goes down and then it comes around and the top arm releases. Now let's do a nice chest expansion. Option 1, just hands to your hips, pull your elbows back and just open up the shoulders. Option 2, you might be able to clasp your hands back behind you or grab your yoga strap and hold it behind you and maybe lift the arms up any amount. And then we're going to do a neck roll. So start with right ear to right shoulder, down chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder, and up. Now reverse direction, left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder, and up. Let's do one more each direction. Gentle neck roll. I feel a little spot that wants to catch a little bit. Last time to the left. And up. Okay, release your chest expansion. Open your arms out. Cross your right arm on top of your left. You can hug yourself here, or you can wrap your arms in eagle arms. You choose. And then we're just going to look to the right and left slowly. Right side and left side. One more each, right side and left side. Great job. Come back to the center. I look to the left and I see there's a spider on the wall. I'm going to have to remember to get that. Open. This time, left arm is on top of right. You can just hold here in a hug, or you can wrap in eagle. Let's see, left arm on top. This time, we'll look to the left first. Left side. And slowly to the right. And one more each direction. Left. And right. Good. One more chest expansion. Inhale and exhale. Everyone said, ah. I made it through that class. With your strength, I made it through that class. Okay, I will shut off our recording. I hope you can stay for a chat. I'll join you back in the back room there. And if not, send me a little message and let me know how you're doing. Okay, I'll be right back.